the only way you can really take care of yourself is to really check up on your mind, heart, and soul, and your body. So many things were going through my mind, and songwriting has always been my way of processing my feelings and my thoughts and my experiences, everything around me. It was just, I guess it was just natural for me to write about how overwhelmed I was feeling at that time. I muster all my strength and look out the window. The song is basically just about talking to yourself and reassuring yourself that it's okay not to be okay sometimes, and you're not a lost cause. It doesn't make you a lost cause. It just makes you human, and we're all going through it. We're all going through this together. So close my eyes. Is it okay? I really just wrote it for myself. Like, I just wanted to release like all my frustration, and just to reassure myself, you're okay, you're still alive, you're gonna make it, we're all gonna make it through this. And yeah, it wasn't really planned. It was just one day I just picked up my guitar and tried to write what I was feeling. The happy tragic and mundane in between. Joni was, yeah, it's okay. It's about, I remember just wanting to talk about my mind, my heart, and my soul. And I mentioned those three things in the song, because this song is about mental health. It's about taking care of yourself, and the only way you can really take care of yourself is to really check up on your mind, heart, and soul, and your body. It's not just it's just so much more than your mental state. It's also, are you exercising? Are you eating right? Are you watching the things that you're watching on Netflix? Like, those things really affect you. It affects me. It affects my mood. So I really wanted to really talk about those things in the song. And yeah, I've always believed that your heart, your mind, and your body, they're all connected. If one of them isn't functioning well, the other two will suffer. Yeah, we won't be the same. I'm forever changed. I cannot see what's in front of me. Oh, it's all in front of me. So is it okay if I close my eyes?
I'm just so blessed na andun yung kanta na yun. Kasi without that song, talagang, I don't think I will be here. Alam mo, na feel ko yung gratefulness after nung second album ko. Doon pa lang siya nag-dawn sa akin.
Nag-kick in na. Parang
Yeah,
nakaka-catch
doon
up
lang
yung
nag-kick
emotions mo. Kasi dire-diretso
yung reality, even yung grand finals ng competition namin, parang hindi sa akin nag-dawn talaga na, ay, magbabago na yung buhay ko after this. Hindi. Dumaan pa ako sa grieving process that I can't be a normal person again. Parang may part pa doon na hindi ako grateful. Parang lungkot pala ng ganito, no? Dati gusto ko itong marating, pero nandito na ako. Bakit ang lungkot pala? I feel so alone. Parang darating ako sa isang lugar, wala akong kakilala. Tapos kakanta ako after noon. Asaya nung kumakanta. Tapos kumakanta yung mga tao. Pero after yung punta ka ulit sa hotel mo, parang I was just so sad. Parang na-miss out ko yung part na yun ng career ko because I was just so tired. That song was just there. I'm just here to be a tool for you to fly. Tapos ang galing kasi lumipad din siya on its own. I'm here, I'm just watching. Parang sobrang relax lang ako. It's parang, wow, I'm just so blessed na andun yung kanta na yun. Kasi without that song, talagang, I don't think I would be here. Siyempre, maraming factors like my fans, andyan si Kat, andyan yung family ko. Pero kung bihirang kanta, kung in the context of my musical journey, kung sa kanta lang, yun talaga yun. Ikaw yung friend ko na parang nilid mo ko to the stairs, tapos sinabi mo, sige, akit lang tayo, akit ka lang. Akit, let's go up, let's go up. Yun yung feeling of having that support para marating ko yung pangarap ko. Regret ako about Hawa Kamay. Na nung time na nagpo-float lang ako sa career ko first 2 years, I don't really know what's going on, hindi pa developed ang aking frontal lobe. May point sa career ko na parang nagalit ako sa kanya. Na-feel ko na parang, you know what, parang you took away yung freedom ko. Kasi nagulat ako sa industry. Gulat ako na yun yung mundo. Lagi ako sinasabi ng tatay ko, dapat maging grateful ka. Pero as a young person, hindi mo alam kung paano i-process. But I'm not really blaming myself or galit ako sa sarili ko. It's just regret na parang I wish na mas nag-mature ako ng faster, na na-enjoy ko siya. Kasi parang may point ng career ko na nagalit ako dun sa song. Parang ninakaw mo yung teenage life ko. Hindi na ako naging normal dahil sa'yo. Pero now, being the person, kung ano yung narating ko in my career, where I'm at in my life, yung mga bansang napuntahan ko, yung mga taong nakakolaborate ko at mga naging kaibigan ko in the industry, sorry Sorry na na-feel ko sa'yo yun. Parang, kung tao talaga yung hawak, I just wanna say sorry. Sorry na hindi ako mature enough at that time to see what you're giving to me. And I'm really truly grateful. So, salamat sa lahat.
Yun parang ganun ang development ng cult ng isang cult song. May nag-update na lang sa amin na parang, guys, yung performance sa Kublais, tsaka yung mga demos ninyo, umabot sa mga pinsan ko sa Miriam. Parang, ha? Oh, pero andun tapos pag-check ko nung seeds, parang meron na agad parang 3,400 something na...
Oo. Tsaka, the way it worked kasi, pag maraming seeds, mas mabilis yung download. Kasi ang dami yung nag-share. So pag mas marami, mas mabilis siya kumalat.
Pero ganun. Tapos umabot sa point na thousands and thousands na yung views. Ay, hindi pa views yun Downloads talaga downloads Tapos parang meron ng mga ibang songs na hindi namin song na nakalagay Sponge Cola, pero it was like some other band. Tapos parang ang dami na rin nilang biglang seeds. Parang yung mga sa movies, yung parang biglang kumalat yung demo ninyo. It's like ganun yun word of mouth. Tapos it felt like, I think, not to blow my own horn, pero ganun ang development ng isang cult classic Yung it's...
the demo.
Usually ang definition ng flawed ng cult kasi, it's supposed to be somewhat flawed. Yet, tapos has like parang, but it has underground traction. Not just for its beauty, but because of the way it's hidden. Parang it's a secret. But you still keep looking. Parang it's like, it's private, but there it is. You have access to it. You can't stop looking. So parang ganyan nangyari. So yun parang ganun ang development ng cult ng isang cult song. So kaya very specific to one audience ang Jeepney. Like pwedeng if you walk outside and you sing it, some people will be like, what's that? Kasi to this day, when we play that song, meron pa rin mga tao na hindi alam yung song. Tapos madidiscover ngayon nila yun as sa isip nila, sa experience nila bago. But it's really like from 2001, 2002.
And just to add on to the idea of a cult classic, no? Parang at the time kasi parang hindi naman namin promote yung song. Wala namang ganun eh. Parang it just took on a life of its own na kumalat lang siya among people and they were just sharing it among their friends, family, ganyan. So wala namang kaming control na parang we weren't trying to get it played on the radio. Diba? Parang I think we're trying to play a different song on the radio. Parang ganun yan. Iba pa. Pero ever since parang it was one of the like stronger songs talaga. Parang siya talagang the last pantapos ng set. Well,
pati yung profile, meron ng mga tao na hindi mo akalaing nakikinig ng music, ng underground music. Yung parang Yung nga, parang actually nakita ko to nangyari rin kasi to sa Nirvana eh. Not to compare us to Nirvana. Pero nung si Dave Grohl, napansin niya na parang ba't yung audience natin may mga jocks na. Ba't nagpupunta na yung mga jocks sa gig? Eh, yung mga jocks wala namang pakialam sa rock music yung time na yan eh. Parang hindi naman sila ganyan eh. Parang where the cool kids are here. Pero umabot na sa point na the jocks are already there sa mga gigs namin. Ganun na ganun. Alam ko yung feeling na yun eh. Parang hindi na to the usual crowd ba? Ito na yung every all of like,
the mainstream
school society eh. Parang ganun na eh. Parang
I think with Sponge early on, they found their lane na parang, okay, we might not be sobrang technically proficient or prodigious like the other older players, pero what we have is that yung authenticity and yung honesty niyon in songwriting and performing original songs. Kasi noong time na yun, yung uso yung mga Battle of the Bands eh. And lahat ng tao nagko-cover talaga. Kasi pagalingan kayo ng cover ng Red Hot Chili Peppers or pagalingan kayo ng cover ng Incubus. Yung pinaka-tawag nila, wow, plakadong-plakado kasi kuha lahat ng parts. Galing, di ba? Ang Sponge nagsimula niyan, original music agad.
Original.
Yeah, and for me, this is me speaking na hindi pa ako kasama doon. Nakakasabay ko lang sila. And I saw na parang, okay, hindi nga sila as tight or as technically, yung mga ganyan, walang fancy, whatever, pero original songs. And mahirap gawin yun kasi iba yung tapang na kailangan mo to perform original songs.
Sa akin, hindi rin naman yun.
Pinaka-proud kami na part ng song na halos walang may alam.
Gusto ko lamang sa buhay ay akapin mo.
Ni-reunite namin yung e-heads sa kantang to.
Ha?
And at that time, wala pang reunion concert.
Wala pa. As in, hiwa-hiwalay sila.
Alam nila?
Anong part doon?
Hindi nila alam.
Hindi namin sinabi sa kanila. Ginawa namin, ni-record namin sila isa-isa na boses nila. And then, sa dulo, namin, alam mo yung delay na marami na parang eternal delay. So, naka-loop boses ni Ellie, naka-loop boses ni Raymond, ni Buddy, ni Marcus. And then, sama-sama sila lahat sa dulo. Hindi nila alam yan.
So, unang nag-reunion yung e-heads dun sa Gusto Ko Lamang sa Buhay.
Sa buhay.
So, if you listen back to the very intro of the song, those are our friends and the hidden Eraserheads.
It's one of the rare Itchy Worm songs that's genuinely happy. Because most of our songs are sarcastic or malungkot but melodic. Alam mo yun, malungkot yung mga kanta namin pero melodic. Or basta may mga undertones na malungkot. But we express it ng happily or happy yung melody or happy yung pag-aareglo, happy yung disposition. We're happy people, but yung most of our songs are on the sad side. Gusto ko lamang sa buhay ay mawala na ang COVID at makatugtog na kami kung saan-saan. Ulit.
Gusto ko lamang sa buhay ay mawala na ang COVID para makapag-swimming na ako at makapag-load na tayo ng sine.
Gusto ko lamang sa buhay ay magkaroon na ng vaccine.
Song in Focus is produced by Passion Fruit Collaborations, your podcast and brand creative collaborator. Follow them on Instagram to get your passion projects going.
Hi guys, this is Jikamarie and today's song in focus is Lutang.
You are listening to the Song in Focus podcast, where we dive deep into your favorite tracks. Hi, I'm Acel.
And I'm Denice Lau, and for this episode, we will be floating on some good music that just gone viral this year, with over 1 million streams on YouTube and 6 million on Spotify. Lutang by Jikamarie is the reminder we all need when going through so many things in life. We are happy to have you here on Song and Focus. Welcome, Jikamarie!
Hi po.
Yay! Hello! Welcome, Jikamarie. So let's start. So what's the song about? Bakit mo ba siya nasulat? Yan.
I wrote this song when I was going through fatigue. You know, as a college student, I feel like I feel like almost all college students can relate to the stress and fatigue that college causes to us, like in all aspects, and especially as an architecture student po. So yeah,
Wow.
it's very hard. I'm almost always sleepless. I actually wrote the song at like 5 a.m. in the morning. I have not slept yet. I think I submitted like a major project and I was so stressed and tired that I wrote the song quickly, you know, to express like my sentiment with how tired I am and I have nothing that I can do about it.
Was this during the pandemic?
Yes po, last year. Late last year po. 2020.
Sorry, which school are you from? I'm just curious.
I'm from TIP po. Technological Institute of the Philippines in Manila.
TIP represents.
May QS din. Diba? So, anong year mo na?
I'm in my 4th year po.
Wow! Konti na lang.
Oh.
One
Sorry,
more year.
lutang pa rin tayo.
Parang lutang ka.
lutang, both. Nakaka-fatigue. So, let's talk about the songwriting process. You mentioned that you wrote it 5 a.m. Were you able to finish it quickly? Ba? No.
When I wrote the song, I finished it on that same night, but I didn't immediately record it, like the demo. I recorded it on my phone because I do that a lot when I get a song idea. I record it immediately, yung voice recorder lang sa phone, so that I don't forget the melody and the lyrics. But I think I let like a week or a few days pass before I recorded it, like the demo version. Ayun po.
When you wrote the song, did you write it now with an instrument or parang it's just a melody and your voice when you record it on
It's
your
just
phone?
yung melody lang po, yung parang voice note. But the demo version, you can see that on my YouTube channel po. I did that on my phone, entirely on my phone po, yung demo.
Wow,
With
by
video.
yourself.
Yes po.
Which part of the song did you start with?
Yung stanza po. Cause
Verse.
yes po, yung first line kasi po, yeah, like I previously mentioned, I was stressed with the architecture, and during that time I was getting tired of my course, my program. Like, to be honest, I was getting tired. I wanted to quit architecture and I wanted to shift into a music related course, because when the pandemic started, I grew more in love with music and songwriting, and I wanted to pursue that as a career. And parang yun po yung main theme or main concept ng Lutang. Like, aside from wanting to float literally, like yung parang sentiment ko is I want to either go back in time to talk to myself or like go to the future. Ganun po yung first parang prompt ko, na yun din po yung main gist ng stanza. Yeah, like, saan ba ako? Ganyan. I want to ask my future self, where should I be? Like, should I be in architecture? Should I be in music? Para alam ko gagawin ko. Or should I talk to myself from the past and reconnect with what I truly want? Something like that. Parang ganun po.
So what is it that you truly want now? Have you decided? Or are you still...
Ironic kasi until now, I haven't decided. I'm still in school and I'm in music. So, mas nadagdagan lang yung pagod.
Best of both worlds.
Yeah, but you can do both. I guess yung music naman is like an outlet. Yeah, that's what I did also before I was studying. I finished my school and then at the same time in a band. So I think konting tiis na lang. 1 year to go. And yeah, so how about like yung with the actual recording of the track? Kasi you said that you did the demo by yourself, but did you where did your brother came in, like with regards to making it?
My song was like existent for a while na when I asked my brother to record it. Kasi I uploaded it on my TikTok profile and natatabunan na siya kasi ma-post ako ng TikTok. I'm always active. Like, even the littlest things, I make a TikTok about it. So, mabilis matabunan yung video. So, my followers spammed me in my comments, in my DMs. Like, Ate, can you please release the song so that we can listen to it like more comfortably and more conveniently? And I feel like that's my main motivation with like asking my brother to formally and like actually record the song. Ako po kasi wala akong knowledge with like recording softwares. I only know yung mga apps lang sa phone ko. But my brother, it's so ironic and kind of weird kasi po, he's also an architecture student and siya rin daw mismo, hindi niya alam kung bakit siya nagpa-practice ng production software. Kasi ano po kami as a family, we're very musically inclined. So, ayun po, nagpa-practice siya and very ironic lang and very funny to think na hindi pala natatapon yung mga ginugol niya na panahon sa pag-aaral ng software. And yeah, I approached him to formally record the song. Yan po.
So for si Ken, I think Ken is with us too. There's a wild Pokemon that will appear.
Ken, are you there?
This is Ken.
Tada! Tada!
And the question is so Ken Ponce is Jikamarie's brother. So he's also with us. Thank you so much for, being here. So our question is about Acel. Do you want to ask it?
Yeah, so how is it working with your sister naman? Who's younger ba? Who's younger ba? So at least you're the kuya.
Apo. Kasi may mga past experiences po ako recording sa mga kaibigan na musician din. Siguro, ang hirap siguro pag sister mo yung kasama mo sa recording. Kasi we're literally fighting. Parang nag-aaway na kami. Kasi meron siyang gusto. Meron din akong gusto. Hindi naman siya iba. Kapatid ko siya. Hindi ganyan. Wag ganyan. Siya naman, ako hindi ganyan. Pero ang galing lang kasi pag ganun pala yung collaboration, like nagiging totoo ka sa producer, nagiging totoo ka sa artist, napipiga into a deeper yung kanta. So kumbaga, hindi namin siya ginawa basta-basta just to record lang, pindutin mo lang yung record, pack, stop. Kumbaga, yung proseso po nung paggawa nun talagang may away, may tawanan. Opo, ganun po talaga.
Blood and sweat.
Totoo po.
Blood and sweat.
May point pa na umiyak na si Jika kasi okay na siya sa song pero sinasabi ko sa kanya, hindi, pangit ng ganyan, ulitin natin, ganyan. Opo, ganun po kami, syempre magkapatid Kumbaga, yung relationship namin hindi lang natatali doon. Kumbaga, kaya ko maging honest sa kanya. Like, pangit yan. Ito maganda. Parang ganun po.
Yeah.
Opo.
Wow.
My sister is also the first one who would tell me, parang pangit. Diba? Siblings know best.
Hindi ko po importante yan Kaya, for me po personally, the best na sa akin yung setup na yung kuya ko po yung nagpo-produce kasi mahirap na as an artist, pwede po bang ganito yung gawin sa part na to? Pag kuya, ang daling sabihin, kuya, ang pangit. Palitan mo yun. Ganun po kami kagulo pag nagre-record tsaka nagpo-produce kasi yung input namin sa isa't isa, walang barrier kasi we don't have to be ashamed of each other, di ba? Kasi alam naman namin na yun. Ganun po.
Pinakinggan ko siya, and parang iba yung, sobrang yung vibe niya, parang chill, ganyan. Can I ask, si Ken. So, ikaw ba yung nagbigay ng direction or, sa kanina sinabi niyo collaboration, ano ba yung influence niyo with regards to music? But yun yung lumabas. Kasi usually, di ba, when you create something, it came from what's inside. And from what's inside is actually came also from what you put in, what you listen to. So, I'm just curious.
Tama po. Bali, siya po yung nag-create nung pinaka-bass buto nung song. Tapos ako po yung naglagay nung vibe. Yung nagbihis, kumbaga, yung sinasabi nga nila na parang pang chill daw yung pang ride. Parang yun yung intention ko naman po. Yun naman yung influence ko dun sa song na parang sobrang gaan ng lyrics, sobrang sarap niya. So I don't wanna make it so complicated na mafo-focus yung tao sa musicality nung kanta and at the same time do sa lyrics. So parang ginawa ko po siyang parang free-flowing lang yung progression ng song. Para habang kinakanta niya yung lyrics, nafo-focus yung tao dun sa kung ako lang ang papipiliin. Kesa yung inartihan ko siyang tutututututong parang kumbaga gumugulo. So kumbaga yun yung vibe po. Parang ako po yung nag-design. Parang gano'n, nag-design.
Parang unlucid
Pero
niya
meron-
kasi, no? Lucid
Oo.
sounding. Parang literal on high. Ako yun yung feel ko.
Lutang! Lutang!
Kasi alam mo yan, lagi tayong mabot ng 5 a.m. Yun na yung feeling. Yun na yung naririnig mo. Pag 5 a.m. na, nag-edit ka ng podcast or magawa ka ng script or you're just really recording music or doing work or school, di ba? So,
Yes,
very lucid. Lucid. I felt like it's lucid, yeah. Okay.
Pero yung influence nyo as, like, I mean, the artist that you listen to, like, where did that music come from? I mean, your inspiration.
Pag binanggit ko po yung influence namin simula bata, medyo mawiwirdan kayo kasi wala siya halos kinalaman sa Lutang. Kasi po, as I previously mentioned, our parents are also musically inclined kasi nagkakilala po yung mom and dad ko in a rock band during college. Yeah, my mom was the vocalist and my dad was the lead guitarist. So, inevitable sa aming growing up yung music po. And ako po personally growing up, I didn't like bordering myself with the specific artists and specific genres. I really try to listen to all types of music as much as I can para hindi ako nakabak sa gantong genre lang. Ganyan po. So I listen to a lot of different artists po. Kakakuya.
Si Ken naman.
Ako naman po, nakalakihan ko talagang genre is more on rock talaga. As in mga rock talaga. Kasi mahilig po ako sa mga yung mga guitarist na Steve Vai, Joe Satriani. Yan mga pinapakinggan ko ever since. So parang basically yung influence ko when I was young, rock talaga. Not until nung nagbibinata na ako na nakilala ko si John Mayer. I think yung influence nitong song na to is more of like a John Mayer vibe. Kasi parang nung lumalaki ako, parang naingayan na ako, medyo naingayan na ako sa rock. Naghanap naman ako ng guitar based
Pag
pa rin na.
tumatanda ka na. Sorry, na joke lang.
Baba. Parang
Ayoko sana bumadat, no? Pero, sige, go.
Tama po. Parang naghanap pa rin ako ng guitar based na band. And then I found John Mayer. Tada! Yun na.
Okay.
So, out of curiosity, kasi nabanggit ko kanina marami kayong, wala na kami sa script, gusto ko lang sabihin. Like, nakikurious lang talaga kami. Sabi yung madami kayong pinagtalunan eh. So, sige, can you still remember, kahit isang thing lang, na for her ganito, for you ganito. Tapos how did you guys resolve it? Within for Lutang
Sino compromise?
Actually po yung maliliit na detail yung madalas naming pagtalunan. Like, kasi po, it sounds simple when I'm just saying it. Pero kapag nandun ka na sa process ng pag-produce, sobrang particular niya. Even as minuscule as yung anong tunog ng snare yung gagamitin. Actually, yun yung pinaka-naalala kong talagang nag-away kami. Like, kuya, ayoko yung tunog ng snare. Masyadong malata yung tunog. Ganun po. Tapos si kuya, hindi, maganda yan. Ganun. Nag-aaway talaga kami sa ganun. Kasi, syempre, hindi naman, although pareho kami halos ng kinalakihan ng music. Like, we're not gonna be monochromatic with things that we like to hear, musically. So, hanggang ngayon po, as we continue making and writing and recording songs, marami pa rin kaming pinagkakaiba. Like, when it comes to taste, kung ano yung gusto ko marinig, kung anong gusto niya marinig. So, hindi nawawala yung ganong pagtatalo. But at the end of the day, we meet halfway kung ano ba kung ano yung kailangan ng kanta, ganun.
Tsaka usually po, since Jikamarie is the artist naman talaga. Kumbaga, nandun lang ako dun sa aspect na kaya ko magbigay, ganito yan. Tapos kung pakikinggan niya, but at the end of the day, pag pinush niya naman yung creative design na gusto niya mangyari to the song, yun pa rin naman yung masusunod, kumbaga. Nandun lang ako to give advice na parang, teka, okay ba sa'yo to? Ganyan. Pero pag pinush niya yun, kahit sa akin, minsan parang ayoko. Pupush ko yun kasi kumbaga at the end of the day, she's still in the front line, parang siya yung nandun. So, siya yung lalaban ng kanta.
Dapat
She
siya
needs
yung
to believe
masaya.
in it eh.
Opo,
Dapat
totoo
masaya
po.
siya
Very,
sa
very,
nilabas.
Opo.
Very producer, talagang support talaga. Supportive brand. Wow. Okay, thank you so much,
Ken,
for answering our questions about
we
songwriting
enjoyed
and production.
your quick cameo on Song and Focus. So that was Ken Ponce, the person behind the producer of Lutang.
First time niya po mag-cameo sa interview.
Kasi sa Song and Focus, we like forcing people to open up, including the brother. Umabot doon eh. No? Ayun. Okay. So, next question tayo, no? Like, after the production and other things.
Yeah. Sa yung song art naman, kasi nakita ko yung song art, parang butterfly, magkaiba yung But it's, hindi yun yung na-imagine ko when I was listening to it, no? But there's a skull. So what can you tell us, like, what's the story behind that song art? Who thought of the concept and what does it symbolize?
Ako po nag-drawing nun. Ako rin po nag-render tsaka nag-conceptualize ng album art. Since, ayun po, ang dami rin pong nagtatanong sa akin yan. Pero sa interview, first time ko po matanong sa akin yan. So, kasi po, like I mentioned po, like, Lutang is like an anthem for tired people. Maybe that's why a lot of young people can relate to it. So, yun po, makikita siya dun sa may album art if you look at it. Di ba merong skull? So, yung ibig sabihin po ng skull dun is, fatigue, but like to the extreme level. Death. Death na sa sobrang pagod.
And then how about the wings? Magkaiba kasi
yung wing. Ayun po. Like yung sabi ko nga po kanina, like I couldn't decide between what career I want to take on. That's why I have different wings. But I still fly, right? Parang ganun po.
And you have a crown So okay.
yes.
Winning at both, parang gano'n yun.
Yeah.
Even if you're dead because it's a skull, right? Like, don't be all. Win at all. Yan. So, okay. So, wait. Going back lang to timelines, no? Just so I could be clear with the timestamps. Kasi parang you mentioned releasing it on TikTok. So, when was this? Around when?
I'm not sure. Was it around September?
Kasi you released this September 5 with a video, which is the next question. But I'm just curious kasi sabi mo, you released it first on TikTok, right?
TikTok.
And then, people requested for it.
Yung official release po ba or yung demo version?
Okay. Sige.
TikTok.
Yung TikTok,
yung TikTok
video
version
po.
muna. O yung TikTok version.
TikTok version,
Was July?
I'm not sure. I think it was late 2020 or
so
early
last
2021.
And then
tagal na talaga, no?
Kung na po sigurado.
Tapos it's out on it's out on Spotify when? Like the official produced version.
I think August 29 po siya officially released sa music streaming platforms.
And then September 5 siya.
Yung lyric video po.
Gets. Okay, yun lang. I just wanted to parang see din the timestamp na alam mo yun, parang it was a long road din from when you wrote it. Yeah. So let's talk about the video. So the video now has, as we speak, it's 1.2 million. I'm sure when this gets out, maybe it's way bigger. Because when I researched it was 1 million. Okay, and then a few days after, now it's 1.2. So, alam mo yan, feeling ko it's like growing on a very exponential rate. Can we talk about the video? So, I saw it. You're just really just settling back and just mulutang ka lang eh. So what is the concept behind it? And who thought of it, and what went on?
Sabi ko po, si Kuya din po nag-shoot noon. Yeah, surprise, surprise. Si Kuya na naman. Si Kuya po nag-shoot noon. He just gave me the camera and I said, I just wanted to play around with the camera. Kasi, at the time po, since I said that I released the song because I was motivated by my followers who wanted to have a better experience in listening. Ganun po kasi yung pagkakakilala nila sa akin on my TikTok. Like, very chill, laid back, something like that. Ganun po. Quirky. You can even say quirky, something like that. So I thought it would be, appropriate to have a lyric video like that. I didn't want to take it too seriously. And well,
Gets. So si Ken din yung nag-edit nito.
yes po.
Okay. So ikaw yung ikaw yung nag-isip ng concept no
Yes po.
gusto mo na mag-chill. Okay. So for the next question,
Yeah, I think we talked about this
about
na,
this
no?
na. Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
okay. Sige, going back to the song na lang muna.
Yes po.
From the lyrics, you already mentioned that it's about what you're feeling na you're tired. But ano yung pinaka-favorite line mo doon from the song?
Ang
Or the favorite part that you
part
favorite?
ko po dun yung ending. Yung ano naman kung walang kasiguraduhan. When I posted the demo version po with video, wala pa yung line na yun because I improvised lang po yun. We added that on the last day of crafting and, dressing up the song, kumbaga, ganun po. And my kuya was like, don't you want to add like an outro or like a bridge? And ako naman, I haven't really thought about that. Tapos sabi niya, kahit one line lang. Sabi ko, okay. And then I just started singing that ng paulit-ulit. Tapos sabi ko, kuya, lagyan mo ng lead, yung guitar lead since he's a guitarist nga. So ayun po, that's how we crafted the outro. And it's my favorite part po of the song.
So yung mga instruments pala, kanina hindi ko natanong. So it's all Ken.
Yes po.
I mean, all the instruments.
Yes po.
Oh, wow. Producers na producer talaga.
Yes po.
Question. You mentioned that you're really connected to your followers, diba? You're connected to your fans on TikTok, on Twitter. Kasi I stalked you on Twitter. So I just typed, Jikamarie, Lutang. And there's all sorts of things. Like, I'm not sure if you're seeing that. Like, there's a guitar cover. There are so many people saying that, it's my current anthem. Like, the spirit animal nila. This song just gets to my bones, ganon. So,
Yes po.
Are you reading these comments?
I can't read every single one kasi hanggang ngayon po namimiss ko yung ibang mentions or like comments or DMs, but every single day I take time to read comments and mentions, especially sa Twitter po. Kasi that's where I have the least followers, so it's easier to navigate through the apps. But yeah, I try to reply to every single comment, not just for the sake of fan service, but because I personally enjoy it very much. Like, I feel like there's no barrier between me and my followers because the only thing that differs me from them is that like I'm a signed artist, but I feel like most of my followers are also artists, in different aspects of life, and I feel like that's what connects me to them, and it's easier for us to communicate, and that's one thing I'm really proud of, is that I'm confident that they're confident in me and they can confide in me. I don't know if I've mentioned this in previous interviews, but I have followers that they vent to me through DMs. Like, it's funny to think about because we don't personally know each other. We've never seen each other in real life, but they tell me their secrets, and I love that because I keep it, and I appreciate that they trust me with it, and I encourage them even more. Like on my platforms, like, hey, if you feel like you have no one to talk to, literally talk to me, and I reply to the DMs. Yeah.
What's the most memorable thing someone posted about Lutang for you? Like something fun na parang nabasa mo or nakita mong ginawa ng person na to with Lutang. Parang, whoa, okay, this is really cool.
I appreciate every single video that of my followers and just people in general that tag me, even just on their stories, like, hey, I listened to your song, I love it, ganyan. Or like people that make fan arts, I love that so much. Or when people make covers, I love that. But there's one specific post that I still remember until now. It's on TikTok. Someone made an analysis video on my album art and they tagged me. It was so particular and so focused on the details, and I felt so appreciated as an artist because someone is taking the time to analyze the lyrics, to analyze the album art, especially as someone who also worked on the album art. Kasi po ako din personally, before I was a songwriter and before I was like an artist, I'm also a listener. And as a listener of my favorite artist, I like breaking down the lyrics and the music videos and really digesting the concepts because I know that the artist worked hard on it. And meron kasing, like as an artist, may mga Easter eggs na may nilalagay ka sa ganito, sa mga post mo, na medyo cryptic, na yung mga nagpo-focus lang talaga yung makakapansin. So, I really, really appreciated that post. Yun po.
Okay, that was really
Wow.
fun. Actually, it was
Yes
really
po.
fun. Like we've had a lot of artists on the show, and iba yung, in fairness, your followers are really creative. Like you said,
Yes po.
they're artists too. You mentioned as well that now you're a signed artist. Could you siguro like quickly just share with us your journey with Lutang, like in its success? Like it started with on TikTok, right? And then
Yes po.
you grew as an artist like quickly. Like this was just released when, like September 5, right? Or August 29, you mentioned earlier. Um like could you run us through like your feelings and what were the moments that you felt like, okay, this song is really growing on people and it's starting to get viral?
Um, until now, like as cliche as this sounds, it's the same answer I give to every single question that I get asked like this because it truly is like what I feel. I'm still overwhelmed and shocked that people know and people listen to my song to this extent. Kasi po, I've always had followers on TikTok. Like not I don't have a big platform, but I've always had like a following on TikTok. But I thought it was just a small group of people. And when I released Lutang, pag nagmo-mall ako, people would look at me and I would just assume like, oh no, do I have something on my shirt? Or like, does she hate me? Why is she looking at me like that? And then I asked that to my sister na pagkasama ko siya sa mall. Sabi niya, Tangik, nakikilala ka kasi nila. And ako naman, I couldn't, huh? Like, it's hard to process until, pati sa ibang lugar na everywhere that I go in public, people would look at me and it's still weird. Like sometimes I forget that I have a platform and I'm a public figure. So I just get weirded out like, oh, why are they looking at me? And then I realize, I forgot. Yeah, I feel like my one singular song has done so much and it's still a lot for me to process, but I'm happy with everything, because it's my dream since I was a child to make music, and have people and have like even the smallest group of people listen to it and know that people appreciate my art. Yeah.
Yeah, just like you mentioned, like that one song has given you such an impact.
Yes.
Like
po.
how do you think now Lutang will shape your next move as a musician?
To be honest, it's scary because this is my debut song and it's already the traction is already so big. Aside from the fact that it's so overwhelming, like on a business aspect, how do you follow this song? How do you follow a song that connected to so many people, and people already have like they already crafted an image or like an expectation of me as an artist and what my next release will be. And I feel like that's the hardest part that I'm thinking about, but I try not to think about it too much, even though I can't really help but overthink. I comfort myself that I released Lutang without an expectation of like getting so much engagement. I just released it because I love writing songs and I love making music. And if people will listen to it, thank you so much. But if they don't, okay, I'm still alive. Parang ganun na lang po yung pang-comfort ko sa sarili ko. See, at the end of the day, I feel like I won't lose because I was able to express myself and my craft through music. So regardless of the engagement, I put my hard work and my blood, sweat, and tears, as they say, to the song. So it's still something that I'll be proud of regardless of the engagements.
So, you mentioned you also enjoy, analyzing your favorite artists' cryptic, hidden meanings and stuff
Yes, po.
on the song. Do you have that on Lutang? Like, do you have that? Did you place like Easter eggs, hidden
I did that
meanings?
mostly on the album cover art. Like every single part of the album art has a meaning. So I feel like as an artist, it's very common to put meaning on every single detail that you have. Although I'm not saying every artist does that, but yeah, regarding that aspect, I put most of that on the album art. Yeah, like the wings and like the webbed feet. Yeah.
Okay. What else do we not know about the song?
What?
What else do we not know about the song? Like, could you think of anything?
And
that
do you
know?
think that the listeners would like it'd be interesting for them to know?
Not much the song, but when I was writing the song, po, like I said, it was 5 a.m. Eh, yung 5 a.m. po is bedtime ko as an architecture student. But 5 a.m. is wake up time for my lola. At the time, I was downstairs alone kasi nga I was working on my project, and then I wrote the song. All of a sudden, bumaba yung lola ko, and she was so mad. She yelled at me. She was like, "Why are you still awake? It's 5 a.m." And it's funny because when you go to her Facebook profile today, every single post is like, "I'm so proud of my apo." And it's just so funny because I remember her vividly yelling at me when I was writing this.
So does she know that I know that was the time that you wrote the song during that time na
Not yet.
she
I
was
will
yelling?
tell her though. I will look at her reaction when she finds that out.
You have to show this to her or let her hear this part. Like, what's the name of your lola?
Maria. Yeah.
Lola Maria. So Lola Maria would now know that,
Yeah.
waking up till 5 a.m. is productive in a different way.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a fun story. Okay. So
Okay, so do you still have any more question? Do we wrap it up?
Yeah.
Okay, so Jikamarie, can you invite the listeners? Like, where can they find you? Like your social media pages, and invite them.
First, I want to say thank you so much to the listeners and especially to my followers that have been supporting me even before I released the song and even before I started making music like online. And I owe a lot to them because they're the one that amplified me as an artist. They gave me a platform. They shared my music and my catalog through their friends. And I'm very, very thankful for them. I consider them as like the other half of me as an artist, and on my journey they are always with me, and I am very, very thankful for them. And of course, I'm thankful to my friends and my family who endlessly supported me and my career as an artist, and to my parents, of course, who always supports me. They're usually very strict to me, but when everything happened, they were very, very supportive, and they were like, "You know what? You could totally do this and we will support you. And I'm very, very thankful and grateful for them for that. And of course, I would like to thank God for letting everything happen to me. I am very, very grateful. I believe that none of this would happen if God had not allowed it to happen to me. So I'm still very grateful up to this day. And yeah, if you guys want to support my future endeavors and my future releases, and if you want to support my social media profiles, my handle is at Jikamarie on all social platforms. Thank you so much po.
Thank you. It was nice having you here.
Po. I had so much fun po.
Ken, do you want to wave? This is the time to crawl out.
Thank
Yeah,
you po.
there. Thank you so much. And that was Jikamarie with Lutang. Here
you
on
po.
Song and Focus. Keep tuned. Stay with us for our focus sessions later on. Thank you so much, guys.
So you're still with us for another round of our focus sessions where we talk about today's interview. Yan. So, lutang. Lutang? Lutang o lutang?
Lutang.
Lutang.
Pinag-uusapan natin kanina na
Lumulutang.
parang technically derived yung lutang sa lutang kasi lumulutang state sa pagod.
Oo.
Marami akong siguro ang madaming ang nakarelate ako with dun sa buong interview niya. One of which is yung dynamic nila ng brother niya. Hindi lang naman on a sibling level, like, pati friends. Pati, yung mga closest to you, yung sinasabi nga niya na you really need the people who would really tell you the hard truth or who could say the painful truths to you. Their truths, but you also need that, like on a judgment level. Na it was really nice to see how siguro constructive bantering works and could make something really, really better on a creative level. Na yung trust system ba, na kahit anong sabihin sa'yo ng person na yun around you, they're just really here to say the hard pill to swallow for your own good. And without bad intention. Na kung yung drum sound ba na yan, I mean, I'm saying drum sound, they were talking about a snare. So for those who aren't into music, diba, a snare is one of a drum, like the part of a drum set. So isa siya sa mga tumutunog doon. And, you know, they were talking about the difference of a sound na gusto nilang gamitin sa song. As simple as that, di ba? And you also see their dedication and respect for each other's art. Sobrang maganda yung part na yun for me. So I could really relate to that because, you know, yun nga, I mentioned to Jika earlier na my sister is like that. I have a set of friends na I show my songs to. And then they tell me, as in, up to today, you know, diba, I just released Overthink. And someone would always say na, I have this friend lagi na would say, I hate that song. Like, that's the worst song ever. Like, totoo. I have that. And then they like another song. But you know naman, Acel, diba, parang I release random stuff. So, I have songs na sobrang ganda, gusto ko to. Ba't ka nag-effort for that song? May ganun akong friends and I know that it's not painful because I know it's coming from a place of honesty na when you're friends, it's more important that you really say the right things. And I could ask, and I would ask, why don't you like it? Masyado siyang ganito, or like, medyo distracting yung mga ganitong aspects. And because of that, you kind of grow, and you kind of go out of your comfort zone and your own bubble, and it widens your perspective as an artist. So, I feel like Jika was really lucky to have that. And as a first release, diba, she was able to do it at home. In a figurative home then, not just like literal home. Parang I kind of know how that feels to do your first set of music with the people you love who are just here to have fun, or if not, kung di man nila gusto mag-have fun, but they want the best for you. And you're in safe hands. And I think she's really lucky that her debut song is with someone she really trusts. Diba? Yun. So, wala lang. I could relate to that aspect. Ikaw, do you have like other realizations during our talk with Chika?
Ako naman, nakarelate ako when she was talking about, she was thinking of, like this dilemma if she's gonna continue with, yun nga, yung architecture niya, sa school niya, or really pursue music. And I remember kasi when I was in college, no, my dad also said, kasi nagbabanda na ako noong 1994, I was second year college, and then my dad said na parang hindi siya agree na magbanda ako, and so I said na I'm gonna para make sure that my studies are good, and that's why I really excelled also in school. I was in section 1 kasi sa UST may block section eh. No, hindi siya yung
Tumasyan ka
pag-college.
pala.
Oo.
Ay.
UST ako, tumasyan ako. So, pag section 1 ka, ibig sabihin mataas yung grade mo, 1.5, ganyan. So, talagang nag-aral ako mabuti so that I want to show my dad that I can do it na sabay, that I can still pursue what I love, my passion, and at the same time, finish my studies, and have a degree. And I don't know, it's not about having a degree, but it's more of just to honor my parents, and that's what their wish for me, and then their dream for me to finish that yung subject yung course or ganon. So I did, and so I think like it's hard, no? Madaling araw. Yun, tumutugtog pa ako nun. At least ngayon, online, hindi naman sila kailangan tumugtog, no? They have a free time when to record. And before I would play in bars, I would go home at, sobrang like 1 a.m. And then my class is 7 a.m. I'm from Fairview, so I have to travel. So I have to wake up I have to leave the house 5 a.m. So tulog ko lang 3 hours, 4 hours. And I survived naman. So parang you can do both. Yan, parang I'm
So,
like
na-experience mo rin ba yung lucid
Oo. So,
paggabi
alam
na?
ko yung lutang. So, nakaka-relate din ako sa lutang. As in, lutang talaga. And until now, lutang pa rin. Hindi naman lutang. Madalas, pagpagod.
Magchat tayo ng 3 a.m.
lutang.
Alam mo yan, ganun pa din tayo. Hi.
Lutang. Pero, siguro yun yung way of recharging, yung pag nagiging nalulutang ka. Pero kasi dito sa lyrics niya, she was talking about magpapadala na lang kung saan siya dalhin ng ihip ng hangin. And itong nangyari sa kanya. I mean, she wasn't expecting it, and then opportunity and this door of opportunity came wide open for her with regards to music. It's something that she loves, and at the same time she's still studying. So wala, galing lang. It worked for her.
Kasi imagine she just released this end of August, and then it went viral on her own, diba? As an independent artist, and then like on a short span of time, she's now a signed artist under Warner. I think things happened fast, but I think the moral lesson here is also part of the song, which is, yun nga, hayaan mong dalhin ka ng ihip na hangin. Parang the important thing, I guess, is really to give your best and, alam mo yun, just let things happen. Kahit walang tulog.
And I think,
kahit walang tulog, nakakatawa. Okay.
I think it's, parang, it's opportunity, parang, yung opportunity, dapat ready ka pag dumating. So, parang, it's not luck. It's not just yung being lucky. Kasi kung mag-open nga yung door, hindi ka naman ready. Parang, you have to be prepared. Like, I mean, with that, she has this song, and it's really good. And the opportunity came, and that's it. So, nakakatulong din talaga when you have supporters, like her followers. So, kaya din, yun, nag-viral. And, yun, I'm happy for her. Galing. Sana, and yun, I think, ito pa, sinabi niya na gets ko yun yung the pressure. the pressure now is like what she was saying, na paano kaya niya masusundan yung hit single niya na yan. Parang, and for me, nangyari din sa amin yun before with my previous band, like yung Torete became such a hit, like parang, okay, makakasagawa pa ba tayo ng another hit song? Pero we just throw that parang idea aside, parang tinanggal namin sa isip namin yung pressure. We just continued having fun and making music and giving our best. And yeah, second album, there's another hit, yung Sulat. So parang we were able to surpass that first, like the one hit wonder kind of thing. So, and then sumunod yung ibang songs. And so parang, yun nga, I think the lesson is to just continue doing what you've been doing and not being pressured of, not, yun nga, overthink, like plugging your song, Overthink by Denice Lau, already available in Spotify, Apple Music, and all digital platforms. Yun, so parang not really to overthink and like, anong gagawin ko? Dapat ganito ba? Susundan ko ba yung formula na ginawa ko nung unang song? No, kung anong lumabas, kung anong feel mo, anong na-enjoy mo, what it's important is sobrang saya ka nung ginawa mo yung kanta na yon. I guess that's it.
Yeah, I could imagine the pressure she's in. Kasi ako, it's weird, but I would say it this way. Siguro, naswerte ako na, parang my songs are just out there. Like, I can't imagine that level din of pressure to be able to deliver like good songs after good songs. Alam mo yun? Well, kasi right now, yung music ko for me is more journal kind siya and creative expression in a way. I mean, siya rin naman. Lahat naman tayo. Pero feeling ko, marami kasing things at play and wala lang, ang galing kasi she's so young and things are working out for her and, I just see how much she loves this and na she's surrounded by good people, which is, again, very important. So, yun. Ako yun lang naman. And, yun, very nice din yung tinge of the song na it was able to really express yung yung lutang effect pag pagod ka na. At alam mo yan, Acel, because we're both going through that right now. Walang tulog, back and forth. Yun nga, sabi natin, di ba, privately, we have this conversation that everybody has 3 jobs. And, now we see even students feel that way. Di ba? Parang Jika is living a million lives right now that pushed her to write a song that could explain everybody else's dilemma right now, especially during the pandemic na everybody's really trying. Like when you look at the messages on Twitter, tagging Jika or Lutang. Ang daming nag-go through it now talaga. So it was really nice. But it has this very therapeutic effect na it makes you feel like, oh, it reminds me of that time na medyo lumulutang ako because I'm just too tired. Alam mo yung pag nakahiga ka, tapos nakaangat yung kaluluwa mo. May ganong feeling. Alam mo ba? Di ba alam mo yun? Yung parang mainit yung ito, tapos parang nakaangat lahat. Tapos hindi ka makatayo. Pero nakaangat yung spirit mo sa pagod. So I feel like, wala lang, parang ang nice na, yun. When I heard the title, actually, I was expecting Lutang. It was Lutang. And something a bit, parang medyo papuntang novelty. But then when I heard it, Lutang. Yun. So, yun. Wala lang. Parang fun. Cute naman. Ayun. So, that is our focus sessions. Yes. Ayun. So, don't forget to follow us. It's Song in Focus on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and of course, our listen-in episodes. So, if you guys want to listen to Lutang by Jikamarie and you don't know, like, where to find it, if, alam mo yun, like, we have a Spotify exclusive episode where we embed the songs there directly. And it features songs of other artists too. So we curate that playlist. So don't forget to check that out too. It's Listen In. It's within the Song in Focus show on Spotify. Okay? So kami rin ni Acel, we place our songs there if you guys, because we always talk about it We always talk about how we could relate to things. So it's one of the things then siguro to give you guys more context is like Acel and my work as musicians and why we're saying what we're saying whenever we're saying it. Ayun, so listen in is another part of us. It's the expanded aspect, extension of Song and Focus. So also check that out. Okay, and Acel, you want to plug your
Okay.
personal social media pages?
Yes, please do stream my songs. It's still there in Spotify, Apple Music, and all digital platforms. And then my YouTube, please do subscribe and check out my music videos and lyric videos. One thing na natutunan ko kaya, hindi pala siya lyrics video, guys. Lyric video. And also, follow my Instagram. Sorry. I have to say that. I said, in-announce ko talaga yung bubu ko. Anyway, please do follow me on my Instagram account, Acel Bisa Van Omen, and my Facebook page, and ano pa bang page ko? Yun, YouTube, Acel Music. Acel Music. Yun.
We both have TikTok and we both suck at uploading at it. But since Jika mentioned TikTok,
wala pang
we're on
sige na nga.
TikTok. In fairness, Song and
Acel
Focus
TikToks.
Yes. Ako, I think Denice Lau Music. Di ko maalala. I think it's Denice Lau Music.
Hindi na nag-upload eh. Hindi
ko maalala. But I think it's Denice Lau Music. And, ayun. Song and Focus has TikTok. We don't upload, but we're gonna. I'm telling you. Whenever we announce it here on this show, it happens. Like 3 months after. So, on 2022, Song and Focus will be active on TikTok. yun yung claim. Okay, anyway. Sige, bye guys. Thank you so much. And lutang na kami ni Acel. Kaya ganito yung focus sessions namin.
Oo.
Yes, we're recording
yung mga
this.
Mata namin.
Yes, this is 9 p.m. Yun, for context. Usually we don't say when we record things, but today, since the topic is lutang, gabi na at yun, pagod.
Lutang na kami.
Lutang na kami. Like, kung nakikita niyo yung mata namin, nagsisquint na siya. Alam mo yung ganun. Yun, okay.
Pipikit na siya, guys.
Bye!
Bye!